All right, so for your homework today, I'm gonna actually have you follow along on a quick little jam session that I have here. I want you to recreate what I create in here. It's not gonna be super complex, but it is expanding on some of the different stuff that you learned in class. So I have a chord progression that's gonna be G minor to C minor and then to D major. That's technically a 1-4-5 progression. We're in the key of G minor, but I'm changing the fifth chord, which is the D, from minor to major. That's a really common thing. The Beatles actually used to do it a lot, but in this instance, I'm doing it to kind of sort of make like a trap type of beat. So as you recall, the minor chord integer notation is going to be 0-3-7. A major chord is going to be 0-4-7. Okay, we're open. I'm only going to use sounds that you guys have access to. So we're going to start off with flex. I'm going to go into General MIDI library and click on acoustic piano. Alright, so we're going to click this out. I'm thinking, let me find the tempo. We're going to go for 135. Okay, so we're going to go 135. Since I know the bass notes, I'll start with that. So I'm going to go with G, C, D. So let's see. 1, 2, yeah. Okay, that's kind of sort of the rhythm that I wanted to have for it. So I am going to do the second inversion of the first chord. So instead of G, D, B flat, I'm going to go D, G, B flat. Same chord, just going to change the way that it is spelled out. And then for these others, the C minor, it's going to be the same. So we're going to go C. I'll go C, E, G. So that's still 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, minor. 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And then for the D, we're going to go major. So D. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 5, 6, 7. Now, typically, I start my beats off with chords, so I'm gonna now add a bass, which I'll also find in flex. Let's just go for a sine wave since we talked about sine waves in class. I'm gonna go General MIDI. Square wave, sine wave. All right, and I'm just gonna copy those same bass notes. So the chord progression again is a 1-4-5 in the G minor scale. So the G is gonna be the 1, the C is gonna be the 4, and the D is gonna be the 5. So I could do this a couple ways. I'm just gonna copy this and paste, and then I can just delete these top notes here. want this to be a little lower. Let's see if that's too low. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, I'm going to stretch these out. Now I'm just going to add some drum. What if I take one of those drums that I gave you guys from the weekend project, one of Oh Gosh's drum loops. So the pattern that I just made is on pattern 1. I'll put it right here, and I'll take this drum loop, put it here. I will click this right upper corner, channel settings, switch, go stretch, auto detect, type in beats, 32 because it's longer. 32, and then I can just copy this chord progression. Let me make sure my grid is on. Line, copy, copy, copy. Song. And so that it's not boring, I would probably change the bass notes, but more so just so that you guys can understand how that interval notation and how building chords comes into play. Just do it like that and then send me an MP3. See you guys in class.